Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we've been expanding pretty aggressively, as you can tell by our aggressive expansion and our stability. Our political influence is super low too, so I think we should probably chill for a little bit here and work on getting this a bit more under control. So, as I was looking down over here, oh hello, we can do a military tradition, and actually we have access to the Levantine Kingdom traditions now, in addition to the Levantine Maritime traditions. We don't have access to the Persian traditions, or the Roman traditions, which is actually a little funny, but sure. Camel discipline, huh? Hostile attrition and desert combat bonus is pretty good. Just flat 2% discipline, though? You know what? We'll take it. Fantastic. I don't know why the phalanx is a maritime tradition, but okay. We'll accept it. So, of course, we need to crush this small rebellion over here. It won't be a big deal. There's absolutely no problem with this. And we'll put this down, and we'll just continue losing some aggressive expansion here. We pretty much immediately wiped these guys. That's great. I'm going to set these guys to drilling, and I want to take a look up here. Yeah, we definitely need some road work over here. So I'm going to set these guys onto road build, and we're going to just come down over this way. And then I think we will return up over here, although not like that. We will return back over the way we came. And then we're just going to come up here, dip into there, loop back, come in there, and link this into the road system. Build in, say, a bit of a loop there, and then we come in over like so. And then from there, we probably make our way up to the coast. And maybe we do that right here, like this. And then we build up the coast, and then we come into here. From there, we should probably hook into here again. And then we can come down, perhaps over this way. Build up over to here, connect in like so. And then just come in along this border. Yeah, something along the lines of this. And then we can connect in over here, like that. And then we can have kind of a Y shape there. And this can come on over, up like this. And then we can have this connect as well. Technically, that's not the way I would have done that, but sure. I guess maybe there's no crossing here? Well, it's because the road already existed. We do need a new governor in Contestania. That's fine. We'll put in a Barca. He is most qualified. Okay, so what are these guys up to? They're just kind of chilling up there. Sure. And they can't make their way out of there, can they? Actually, they can. They can come down over here. And we're just going to have them make their way down to where they won't take any attrition for now. Perfect. Now, we are expecting a fair number of additional rebellions, but we'll crush those as needed. And that'll be fine. As our political influence comes up, we'll be able to switch more of these over to religious conversion, and it shouldn't be a big deal. We'll just focus on our internal structure for a little bit here. I do want to build up a couple of mines, and I want to build a couple of farming settlements. Just the one, I guess. And then we still have a bad research ratio, so we should probably consider building additional... What is it that we wanted? Courts of law? Yeah, courts of law. Let's build a few of these, and let's go with the lowest local citizen desired ratio. And we'll just build these in until we are out of cash. We'll stop there, so that we still have a little bit of cash for our road build. Perfect. Okay, so that is some decent progress there. Should be fine, and we'll have this capped soon enough. No worries whatsoever. And once this bad research ratio goes away, then we'll probably work on taxes or something. We do need to come take out this force. They are, of course, preventing an auto cap. And so we'll come in over here, and we caught a couple of them. And we'll just come up over this way. They're preventing additional auto cap, but the auto cap will happen anyway. No worries. We're just actually heading to the city is what we're doing here. And then we're going to sue for peace, and we're going to take this, and we'll lose half a point of aggressive expansion, which is very good for us. Are we taking attrition here? No, we are not, so we're just going to drill. Wonderful. Next, I do want to remove the fortress here. There we go. And I also want to switch this over to religious conversion. Perfect. And with that in progress, we've got a lot of road building going on. That's completely fine. And we'll conquer this stuff in a little bit. We're not going to get there just yet. I'm wondering what our road situation is here. Yeah, that's acceptable. This doesn't have a road connecting to it, and we're going to want it to because we're going to be annexing these guys relatively soon. We can't integrate them quite yet because we need to improve opinion with them a little bit. But that is something that we should definitely do. And I'm actually going to take these guys up over here. And we're going to build a road over this way that links in and shortcuts this. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and put them on road build now. They're going to come up over here and build the road up like that. And then there'll be a bit of a split off like this, and then they're just going to come down like that. Excellent. And then they should probably also connect this road in right here. There we go. That'll do. Fantastic. So we'll get that road construction underway, and they'll get that done relatively soonish. These guys can go ahead and drill. They already are. Perfect. We'll have Egypt gain opinion of us here. Because we're trying to build good relations with Egypt, we are specifically attempting to. Yeah. I mean, they're not liking us too much right now. Are we still improving opinion with them? We're actually not. Our opinion was improved plus 47. Does that cap at 50? It might cap at 50. Interesting. They're in a bellicose stance. Sure. Now, let's take a look at our mission here. So Egypt's opinion of us would need to be greater or equal to 100. That's a long ways away. Or we could go for the Seleucid Empire, which is these guys over here, of course. And these guys, their opinion is even further. Okay, so we need to get one of their opinions up. Okay, we also need territories with a fort in Sardinia. And that's okay, we can do that. And we can't do that because of... Actually, we absolutely can do that. Because of loyalty? Oh, too few people for another building. Right. And then we could build one here, and then possibly... Oh, we'd need another city, right? Or an unimproved... Ah, here we go. This would work. There we go. That would get us our 4 forts in Sardinia. Perfect. And then this, I believe that we can just already do. So yeah, we need to get Egypt or the Seleucid Empire. One or the other. To have their opinion of us be quite high. And I think the easiest option there is, in fact, Egypt. The question is, how can we get this up? Well, actually, most of the issue here is our aggressive expansion. So if we work on bringing down our aggressive expansion, I think that they won't really have that much of a problem with us. So that's what we're going to work on for now. We definitely do need to bring down our AE. We've known that that needs to be a thing for a while. And how much is a pig stab right now? A pig stab is 48.03 gold. Or not gold. Aggressive. Not aggressive expansion either. It's political power. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we do have the Senate on our side now. That's a good sign. But we gotta get this AE down, and it is gonna take a while to do that. These guys have a lot of road building ahead of them, of course. And these guys have some ahead of them as well. That's all well and good. In the meantime, who's going to rebel next? Terdulia Orientalis. That is... who is this? That's Maturia, Sakulia, these guys. Okay. We can go ahead and move these right up over here. And this is actually the only location that we'll need to siege. So we'll just position right outside of their fort. Wonderful. We'll put in a new oratory researcher, and it's just whoever's most qualified. There we go. That is a lot of gold. We'll have them split the gold, and we'll just gain popularity. That will be absolutely fine. We're no longer getting Senate support. Sure. And these guys have rebelled. This was, of course, expected. They do actually have a fort here, so I'm going to bring up this force as well, and we'll just dual siege this. Get them done quite quickly here. Lose that half point of AE. That will be very useful for us. And of course, we're not currently spending all of our political influence on claims. We're working on bringing that up to be able to do some pig stabbing. Our stability is not great, and that is something that we need to deal with. Oh, these guys need to be sieging. Get in there. Oh, did they get rid of their fort here? They got rid of their fort here. Okay, there was definitely a fort here earlier. Sure, the AI does weird things. We'll just fight their force. Absolutely no problem. And we'll stack wipe them twice, in fact. There we go. And we only lost 100 troops. And then we'll just take over their capital here. Will this auto-siege everything else since we're sieging this fort? I believe it will. But we'll have to see. Also, did they downgrade this fort? Let's see. Fort level 1. They absolutely did downgrade their fort here. It was fort level 3. Let's see. Let's look at the province view. Yeah, they destroyed 2 fortresses for reasons that I can't explain. Sure, the AI does really weird things. Presumably they did that for financial reasons. Kind of the same reason we've been destroying forts. Like, look at all these forts up here. This is actually completely unnecessary to have all these forts. So let's get rid of them. Wonderful. Completely unnecessary. But we're probably just going to continue doing what we're doing and get rid of forts as they rebel. Of course, that does mean that locations that aren't going to rebel aren't going to have forts removed. Okay, these guys just rebelled, and we will come on over and attack them. They are in a separate rebellion, which is good for us. Actually, because they're probably different cultures, it would be, I think, exactly the same, now that I think about it. Okay, we won this siege. We're going to come down and siege this capital. Perfect. A petitioner approaches, and we're going to take the 3 stability. Thank you very much. We could definitely use that. That is for sure. We're going to go ahead and put these guys to peace. There we go. Lose half a point of aggressive expansion there. And we're going to ditch this fort. Perfect. This is a lot of forts over here, but we can't remove them because the province loyalty isn't high enough. Sure. Well, let's begin our sieging over here. We should consider expanding our legions. Except that we kind of can't. I mean, we kind of can, but I'll just wait on that, I think. Excellent. I think we're doing fine with four units here. Did you finish? Yes, this is done. Okay, we'll have this guy come off of road build, and he'll just make his way down over here and start drilling again. This is a lot of forts up here. This is a whole lot of forts up here. But again, we'll remove them as they rebel. And in regions where they're likely to not rebel, we'll probably just pass through and remove forts now and then, like here, for example. And also here, but actually that's probably going to rebel. They're only 23% Canaanite. Fascinating. Okay, well, that all seems good. And we, of course, do need a governor in Baetica. This is not Baetica. This is Baetica. But this is Bastitania. But it's all of Baetica that needs the governor, of course. Okay, there we go. We'll get these sieges done. Should not be a problem. We are, of course, still seeing some bad research ratios. Is that coming up? Kind of. Kind of. It's more that we need integrated culture pops, right? And specifically, citizens and nobles. Oh, I didn't actually realize that nobles produce research. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Okay, so we have finished this up. And we'll head down to where we take no attrition. And we'll head down to where we take no attrition. I'd like to get rid of those forts, but the province loyalty is too low. Okay, we'll go ahead and sue for peace. There we go. And we'll lose the aggressive expansion. So I used to have more of a handle on how the research ratio works, but I want to look into that a little bit. I think it is due to our... This is our monthly research. Okay, we'll deal with this War of Independence in a moment, but I want to look into this. So with an output of 2541 each year, let me pull up a calculator here, and 4597 citizens, I believe, or is that just straight up population? That may be straight up pops. Let's take a look here. In the city. Okay, so this is the icon for pops. And we view the pop info here. This is the icon for citizen. So I think that that's our overall population. Let's take a look here. That's our power base. I know there's a place where you can see your overall pop. Okay. Oh, it says right there. It's integrated culture pops. Right. We get an efficiency of 55.28. So what is 2541 divided by 4597 is the ultimate question here. So 2541 divided by 45, I typoed it, 4597 is 0.55275, which is rounded 55.28%. So that means that we need an output of additional research for our integrated culture pops. And we need a lot more. Okay, so that's how that works. What we're looking for is one output per integrated culture pop. So the question now becomes, just how much does a single citizen output? And nobles. Citizens and nobles. 34 citizens at 103% output provides the following benefits. 7 research points. Okay, so I think we need to more focus on citizen output than we do on having more citizens, is my guess here. Because we're currently outputting less than 1 research per citizen in our capital, Carthage. And we're looking to be outputting 3 per integrated culture pop. So the question then becomes, what do we need, more libraries? That does give local research points, yes. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we need to be focusing on, is libraries. I feel like in a lot of situations, we need to think about this, right? So if we go into the Court of Law and we look at this, we can see the local citizen desired ratio here is 60%. Maybe we should be building grand temples anywhere where the local citizen desired ratio is below 50%. And then once everything's at 50%, then start spamming out the libraries. Maybe. So let's see here. Each of these will take it to 40%. This is what it will be after it's built, right? I believe so. So we'll just continue doing this for a little while here, and then we'll switch over to libraries once we have successfully converted those over to making about 50% of their desired ratio being citizens. And then we can start just spamming out the libraries for the increased research so that we can get our research efficiency up towards that 150. Because having it at 55 is not great, that is for sure. And I would definitely like to address that. And since we're at peace anyway, letting our aggressive expansion drop, this is a good time to do it. Now, we are currently at 52 political power, and I am definitely strongly considering stabbing a pig right now, and actually we're going to. Now, that doesn't bring us positive in our stability growth just yet, but that's entirely due to our aggressive expansion. We need to allow that to drop. Who's going to... Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about these guys. Right. I'm going to hire these mercs, and they're going to deal with it for us. So come on over, and then just turn right back around and siege this fort. When is it? When are they going to arrive? They're going to arrive on 21 April. I'm going to put them onto unit reorg, and I'm just going to wait a little bit here. And yeah, now they'll arrive on 8 May. That's fine. I just want to have them have that reinforced tick. Actually, the morale tick, technically, is what I want them to have. And they'll get started on that. Fantastic. These guys should be drilling. And these guys should be drilling. And these guys should be drilling. Perfect. Apulia is also going to war with us. That's fine. We'll hire these mercs. We will put them on unit reorg. And they will make their way up to this fort. Once again, this is completely fine. We knew this was going to be a thing. Let's go ahead and... What is this that we can do? Securing the island. Yes. Let's do that. And then Sardinian mines we can immediately do as well. Fantastic. That, of course, means that we can get rid of these forts. Much like in Europa, I would just prefer to not have forts. Ultimately. There we go. Get rid of this one, too. Actually, we can't. Well, we'll deal with that later. Excellent. So, once this siege falls, this should deal with this entire rebellion. And then we're going to have to cap over here, sure. And maybe we want to fight their force, but I kind of don't, in all honesty. We're going to have to do multiple sieges over here, because they have multiple forts. But I guess that's okay. Yeah, it should be fine. So yeah, we're working on tackling the research ratio, and we are also, of course, working on bringing up our stability, lowering our aggressive expansion, and we are working on filling in some of these gaps, like this one, and this down here, and this here. That's something that we can work on, kind of. I mean, I'm not going to move pops around to do it. This is a lot of forts up here. And I want to get rid of all of them, if we can at all help it. Okay, so let's get rid of this fort. Okay, we can't get rid of that one. Some of these we can't do. And we'll get rid of this one, as well as this one. And you should really be on religious conversion. There we go. We'll get rid of this fort. Is it these guys who rebelled? Yes, they should be on religious conversion as well. We will get rid of these forts if we can, but we can't, so that's okay. This fort can go away. I don't want to pay for this, and ultimately I don't think they're necessary to have all these forts. If we've got people running around in our territory, that means one of two things. Either we don't care about it, or we've got other problems. So we'll get rid of these forts. They're expensive, and I don't care to have them. Unless we need them for a mission. So we'll get rid of those, and we'll get rid of these if we can. We actually can just squeak out getting rid of them. That's fine. It is about time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue with our chill phase here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Gotta get rid of all these forts. So many forts. Excellent. Well, that's better, anyway.